I haven't gotten like any new summer clothes or anything, and I don't really need any, but I like to get a couple like trendier pieces each season, so I'll show you what I got. So first off is like this off the shoulder cute top. I've just been really wanting some over the off the shoulder shirts. So this is the top. I think it's super cute and it was only $15. So the second thing that I got are these, the mom jeans. All the jeans that I own are like the skinny, painted on, super tight jeans. So I thought I'd try a pair of these. I still am not 100% sure how I feel about the trend, but I'm gonna give them a go, and it's, you know, something a little looser. So this is them. I like them. They're a little bit looser fit, which is nice. I just cuffed them. And then the last thing I got, which was at Boathouse, but I actually got 3 of them in different colors because it's only $7. And it's just like a plain cute tee that's a little cropped, but it covers, it doesn't show the stomach at all, and then it's just got this little ripped detail on the one side. You can't really go wrong with plain tees. This is it. It's really nice and soft, completely plain, but I actually really lack in just plain tees. It's only, I know, I realize it only should be 3 pieces, but I'm happy with them. Trying something a little new. So I'm up pretty early, my normal time, because this morning I'm going to my very first Orange Theory class, which I am super excited about. Also a little terrified because I've heard they're really hard and I don't really know what to expect because I've only ever seen sort of videos online, but I will definitely let you know how I make out and what it's sort of all about once I've finished the class. I have to head into town to go with that, and then I'll just be coming back and getting stuff done because the house is a bit of a disaster. That is the plan for today. So I just finished my first Orange Theory class and it was so awesome. It was so much fun. I'm a sweaty mess. I've quickly changed because I have like just a couple errands to run and then I'm gonna head home. I just checked my email and I saw that they've already sort of emailed the results because you're hooked up to a heart rate monitor. So I'm gonna look at that when I get home and then I will do my best to explain what the numbers mean and everything. But yeah, it was so good. Just a nice change to my regular workout, something different. So yeah, I survived. So I just got home and let's see if Conan is happy to see me. Oh, he's waiting at the window. That's a good sign. Hi, Conan. Hi, Bobby. Oh, hello. Hello. Need to go pee? Oh, you're excited. I know. I'm home early. So I'm gonna give him a little treat. I still subscribe to BarkBox emails, and this was actually one of their ideas for a nice, cool treat for your dog. It's really hot, and finally today is like back in the 20s since it's been in the 30s all week. But I've been giving him one of these every day. So it's just low sodium beef broth that's just frozen in ice cube trays, and Conan absolutely loves them. It's a nice, cool treat. He just has to always eat them outside. Just, it's like a little doggy popsicle. Are you ready? Sit. There you go. Is that tasties? Good boy, Conan. So, I figured we would continue the little shopping haul since I picked up a couple things today. Picked up an external hard drive. Also, wasn't really planning on it, but I noticed that Atmosphere, which is sort of like an outdoorsy camping, hiking store, was having a big clearance sale, so I thought I'd just pop in and see if there's anything. I got this cute North Face hat. I love hats. And it just has a cute little bear, and even though it has animals on it, I'm like drawn to. I don't know. Yeah, I always, when I go on trips, I always like to take a hat, because if we're going hiking or whatever, I just like to be able to keep the sun off my face because I'm really sensitive to the sun. So hat. I don't know if this one I'll take to Ireland with me, because when I'm traveling internationally, I quite often like to take my Blue Jays hat. Just like show, proud Canadian. Then I got this regular t-shirt, North Face, but what caught my attention, again, animals, are all these wolves on it. Super cute. It was on sale for 20 bucks. Just normal tee, but super cute with all the little wolves. Animals, I don't know. And then this, which I've been looking for traveling, is a windbreaker, but it's also water resistant, so if you do get a little bit of rain, it'll keep you dry. So here it is. It's just nice, form fitted. It's nice and light, so if it's still hot, you're not gonna sweat too much in it. But it'll just be great for, especially I'm thinking like when we're going on a boat cruise to Loch Ness and stuff. It's just like a good windbreaker, and it's not too bulky, so it'll fit in my backpack really well, and it's got the hood. So yeah, I was really happy with this find. So yeah, that's all I got. I'm all decked out and ready for my trip, and I cannot wait. Okay, procrastinating as usual, so I'm going to get to some stuff. Okay, so here is a bit of a summary about what I got out of Orange Theory, kind of what it is. I mean, this was my very first time, so I may still not 100% understand it, but Orange Theory is a gym that is quite different from most gyms, whereas a lot of times you just go work out by yourself. Sometimes they do offer group classes, but then you just do your own thing. So it has all the cardio machines and weights, but it's always a group class. So they're always an hour long, and so you just go during the designated times. And there's two different sections of workout. So half the class is usually on the treadmill, and then the other half is going between rowing machines and then floor, which is weights and different equipment. We only use weights today plus a bench, but I also noticed that they had a Bosu ball, they had the TRX, they had like resistance bands. So there's all sorts of different equipment that they might incorporate into a workout. Every workout is different. Some are just strength-based, some are just cardio-based, and then some would be a mix between the two. So when I started out, for the first sort of 25 minutes, it was between the rowing machine. You would do that for a bit, and then you would go to the floor, and then it was 2 exercises, 3 rounds through. And then once you finish your set of weighted exercises, you would go back to the rowing machine. And the whole time you have an instructor who's working with you. She's showing you the exercises, modifications if you need it. And so for the first half of the class, we were doing that where other people were on the treadmill. And then halfway through, you switch the treadmill people, then go to the rowing machines and switch back and forth. And then you are now on the treadmill for the rest of the hour, which is about 25 minutes. With the treadmill, there's speed walkers, joggers, and runners. And so you can kind of pick where you are, and then they do intervals of, you'll be resting, and then you'll be in your push mode where you're going a little bit harder, but it still might be for like a minute or two where you're pushing, and then usually near the very end you would go into a as hard as you can sprint or a fast walk at a high incline if you're just a walker, and you do that for about 30 seconds, and then you would go back to basically just speed walking at a 1% incline to get your heart rate back down and resting. and then you sort of go through the whole thing again, and then you're on the treadmill for about 25 minutes. It's like sort of up to you to kind of decide where you were. When I started, I thought that I was maybe just a jogger because I don't go on the treadmill that often, but I realized that I really wasn't pushing myself hard enough, and I ended up going into the joggers, or the runners, sorry, mode. But then you're always hooked up to a heart rate monitor, and so they kind of make it a game. So there's TV screens and you can see your name, and the idea is, I don't know if blue or green is sort of your resting, but the idea is you want to get into the orange or red zone. So that's kind of shows you how hard you're pushing yourself. If you're still in the green, you need to go a little bit harder because you want to get in the orange, because I think it's, if you're between orange and red zone for like 20 minutes or so of the workout, then you'll continue to burn calories like after the workout. So that's sort of the orange theory. That's why you want to get in the orange or red zone. Now I'll show you the email I got of the summary of my workout today and kind of explain it a bit. Okay, so yeah, so I got this, and then this is my heart rate zone. And I think once you've gotten used to these types of workouts, you're gonna want your orange or red to actually be the highest number. But she said for your first couple times, you actually want it to be green, because you're learning, you haven't done this type of workout before, and they don't want you pushing yourself too hard. So she said that was perfect actually to have the green there. And I do think I could have pushed myself harder. And like I said, partway through the treadmill, I ended up going into the runners because I wasn't in the orange zone enough. So I burned 426 calories. My splat points were 20, which they said you want to get 20 splat points or higher to be able to continue burning. And once you get to 20 or higher, your body will continue to burn calories for 24 to 36 hours. So that's great. And I actually think that number should have been higher, because my heart rate monitor wasn't working for the first quarter of the class, and they actually had to switch it out twice to the one that goes around your chest. And then they finally gave me a wrist one. So it wasn't really recording properly for the first part of the class. So my average heart rate was 150, and then my average heart rate for the entire workout was like 77%. So yeah, that's kind of the breakdown of what that means. I definitely think I could do better. I'm definitely gonna go back. So check it out if you haven't. Don't be intimidated. The staff there were so great. So you just pick your own weight, adjust it as needed, and yeah, it was so awesome. I highly recommend it. It was fun. Update. So I've cut the grass, and I finished the mulching, and I've watered the flowers. So that is pretty much everything I needed to do outside today. So now I'm gonna do some stuff inside. But I just thought I'd update you on my flower beds now that it's done and the flowers are blooming a little more. It just looks so much better with the stones around it. I can't believe it, the difference it makes. My hostas are huge. Like I mentioned before, this lily's doing really well. Still the exact same as when I planted them, the mystery bed. And then my barrels have really perked up. They're looking real nice. As you can see, they're growing even taller shoots, and so this little guy, he'll bloom too. But they're just so pretty. I absolutely love them. My flower bed's completed, and it's only July 6th. Every year I do a little bit more, so the stones were the biggest addition this year, and then next year, who knows? It's almost 5 o'clock. I'm still sort of cleaning, but I thought I would do another taste test. When I went to pick up Conan, there's a brewery. It's just like a couple years old. It's not too far from the campground that my parents' trailer is at. So I usually try and stop in there to try some new stuff out. So this one is, and it's called Parsons Brewing Company. It's called the Hula Hoop Sour. It's got a little cactus there, and it is the Rizbal Mango Lassie. I'm not quite sure what that means. Yeah, it's cute. It's got a little cactus with a little roadrunner, I'm assuming that's what that is. And I normally don't go for sours, but I heard some good things about this one, and I just like trying different seasonals and stuff. I've tried all of the regular beers, so I thought I'd try this, and sours are sort of a good summer beer. Cheers. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah. It's not quite as sour as some sours I've had. It's really quite nice. It's not too strong. I do get the hints of mango in there. So yeah, I really do suggest checking that out. It surprises me actually that I don't enjoy sours more, because I normally like anything that is sour. Yeah, I'm going to continue cleaning and then sort of relax and get supper ready. I work tomorrow 9 to 5, and then Sunday I'm gonna go into yoga, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do the rest of Sunday. Continuing on with the day. So it's Saturday morning, it's almost 8 o'clock, and I am just about to head out the door for work. I'm actually really early for once, which feels nice, feels good. Doesn't happen often. So, gonna go to work, get off at 5, and then I think we're gonna go out to the pub. You hear the rumbling? It's Jesse getting ready to head out as well. And there he goes. You good boy? Are you a good boy? All right, time for me to head out too. Home from work. It was a pretty easy day. Went by really fast, so that is always good, especially on a Saturday. Just gonna let the cone bone out, see what he's been up to. Probably sleeping all day. Not even here to greet me. There he comes! Hey, Bobby! Hello, hello, hello. Go outside and go pee. Just launches himself. Now to find him. Conan! I hear you. You want your dinner? Come get your dinner. Come on. Come get your dinner. Come on. Let's get your dinner. This house is still a disaster. We got a new fridge, so our old fridge is just sitting in the middle. So I need to take pictures of that tonight. We're gonna try putting it on Kijiji. There you go, Combone. You get that din-din. Good boy. I think I'm gonna try and get a workout in before Jesse gets home, and then we're just gonna go eat at the pub tonight, because I do not feel like cooking when I worked all day Saturday. I hate working Saturdays, but then who loves working Saturdays? I don't know if anybody does. I sure don't. So, some of you may have heard of the What the Fluff challenge that has been circling the internet and gone viral that you do with your pets. So we tried it with Conan, and this is how it went.
What's he doing? Get Jesse. Where's Jesse? Get Jesse.
Hey, 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 hey.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Get him. Good job.
Yeah, he did not care. He did not care at all. is going to conclude this week's vlog. I apologize, nothing interesting really happened. I did lose a bunch of footage. One of my memory cards got corrupted and my friend at work was able to recover a bunch of it, but I did lose most of Sunday. So that is going to be it. Next weekend should be fun. Emily and Al are coming down. We're just gonna finalize our trip, make sure we have everything covered and everything that we need to book ahead of time is done. So that will be a lot of fun. So give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe if you want to follow more of my weekend vlogs, and I will see you next weekend.